नमस्कारः। आरम्भामः। सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः। कोऽपि प्रार्थना कर्तुम् इच्छामः वा? इच्छति वा? Mute
Let
Venkat
me
Mother
start.
Shivani.
Shivani ji, go ahead. I'll do the Veda mantra.
Yeah. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। वेंकट
Om
महोदय।
Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahabhiryankaravavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.
सम्यक्, बहु अति उत्तमम्। अग्रे गच्छामः। अद्य श्लोकः दीपप्रज्वालनश्लोकः अस्ति। अहम् एकवारं वदामि। भवन्तः सर्वेभ्यः वक्तुम् इच्छति चेत् वदतु। शुभं करोति कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते। दीपज्योतिः परं ब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापं सन्ध्यादीपो नमोऽस्तु ते। कोऽपि वक्तुमिच्छति वा? नास्ति
Yeah,
चेत् अग्रे गच्छामः। Want to try? Go
yeah.
ahead.
शुभं करोति कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते। दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म
ज्योतिः
दीपज्योतिर्ज्योतिः
परब्रह्म, ज्योतिः परब्रह्म।
दीपज्योतिः परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापं सन्ध्यादीपो नमोऽस्तु ते।
अति उत्तमम्। एकवारम् अर्धं पश्यामः। शुभं करोति कल्याणम्। At the end of the shloka, you can see it is Deepaha Sandhya Deepaha Namostute. In other words, Sandhya Deepa Aham Tubhyam Namami or Namaha to Te Astu Te. So who are we praying to? Deepaha. So Shubham Karoti Kalyanam. Deepam who light bring auspicious. Shubham. Right? Arogyam Dhana Sampadaha. Dhanam Arogyam Api Dadati. Shatru Buddhi Vinashaya. Destroys the Shatru Buddhi, right? Vinashaya, the one who does the Vinasha. Deepa Jyotir Namostute. Again, Deepa Jyotihi Namostute. That is a Sandhi there. So, Deepa Jyotihi Namostute. Deepa Jyotif Param Brahma. There you see I have done Jyotif. I brought some of my chanting practices here. Jyotihi with para, pa, when it comes, Visarga comes. That Visarga takes the form of almost like a ip sound. Not ip, F sound. Some people try to do now. No F sound. Jyotif Param Brahma or Jyotif, like almost like a p sound. Okay. Jyotif Param Brahma. Then the other one is Deepa Jyotir Janardana. In other words, Deepa Jyotihi Janardana. That Visarga has become a Refa. You will learn the Sandhis in the future. But that's something to start observing and trying to understand. So Deepam is of course Param Brahma. And then Janardana, Supreme Brahma, and of course Janardana, Mahavishnu. Deepo Haratu Me Papam. Haratu, again, that is another your Kriya Padani. Haratu is almost like you're asking. One is there is Agnya Prerana. That is the Lakara. There you're talking about Lakaras already. I have seen the previous one. So Haratu is almost like a Prerana asking, right? Deepaha Haratu me papa. Please destroy all my papam. Sandhya Deepaha Namaha Astute. So that is the simplest explanation. Okay. Always, whenever you're looking at a shlokam from now onwards, try to see if you're able to understand it. Write down each word separately. Padam, vakyam, evam pashyatu. Atra sam jnanati va khalu etad evam pashyatu. Okay. Agre gacchamaha. Subhashitam. सत्यं माता पिता ज्ञानं धर्मो भ्राता दया सखः. I think सखः. अत्र it is blocking my. Okay. सत्यं माता पिता ज्ञानं धर्मो भ्राता दया सखा. Okay, दया सखा आकारान्त स्त्रीलिङ्ग. शान्तिः पत्नी क्षमा पुत्रः षडेते मम बान्धवाः. So here it should be almost very much easy enough to kind of get the meaning of this. Satyam Mata. Satyam is the Mata. Pita Jnanam, right? Again, knowledge is considered as your father. Dharmaha Bhrata. So, who is Dharma? Dharma is considered as your brother. Daya Sakha. You will notice that again, there is some, we call it Visheshana Vishesha, but that will come later. Daya Sakha. Sakha is your friend. Shantihi Patni. And of course, you will ask Shantihi Patni or Pati also. We'll swap those two in this way and that way, right? Because depending on who's chanting, even in Durga Saptashati, one of my Guruji had told one of the beginning shlokas, it comes where it comes Patni Putran Dehi Me Devi. Then it says, when you are chanting, make it as Pati, and those who are men chanting, make it Patni. So it's very interesting because it is all a personal learning and personal prayers, right? So Shantihi Patni Kshama Putraha. Kshama is your forgiveness, right? Shad ete, that is the Sandhi Vicheda. Shad ete mama bandhavaha. These are my relatives. So what you can consider is, for example, when it says when we say mata pita, what it means is bandhavaha is you are trying to look at is as there is external as well as internal, right? So this one is couple of ways you can look at it. Looking at the people around you or the internal spiritual family. What do you consider each of these qualities to be to give ourselves that strength? Vadatu Mahoday.
Quick question. So here the Sandhi rule, Kshama Putraha Shadayate will come. So here does for if we said in the previous after the Haland when the Pa comes, we say if here anything like that or Sha? No, is
Same
it?
thing. Yeah, Shra,
Okay.
what happens is, so there are, if you look at one shlokam, the way it is divided is, it's divided into 4 parts, right? Satyam Mata Pita Jnanam, Dharmo Bhrata Daya Sakha, Shantihi Patni Kshama Putraha, Shadete Mama Bandhavaha. Okay, that way. But if you're continuously chanting the second line fully, Putraha Shakara, then will become half Shakara. Putra Shadete. It's not the
Shadayate.
pakara, sh. Same thing if you had putraha shanti, for example. Visarga with a shakara, not the murdhani sha, but the shakara. It becomes putra shadete. The other
Shiva,
shankara sha.
Shiva, Shiva, Shiva.
Shiva, yes, Shiva Shank, exactly, Shiva sha. Same thing with, for example, sakha, sakaram. Then it will become half sakara. Okay. Right. Agre gacchamaha. अद्यतनपाठः किं कुर्मः अद्य पुनरावलोकनं लकारः परिचयः ऐ थिङ्क् you've done लकार परिचय from last class, is it? Which one did you do? Lat lakara? You've done lat lakar, patati, patatah, patanti.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Venkat Mahoday, I think some network issues. Lat lang, lut lot, vidhiling. Latlakaraha Vartamana Kalaha. So when we talk about Latlakara, it is Vartamana Kalaha. Then what are the different parts of that? Prathama, Madhyama, Uttama Purushaha. Agachatu. then lang lakarah asti. That's probably what we're also going to see today. Punaravalokanam lakaraha. So padasya nirmanam कथं भवति पदम् इत्युक्ते प्रकृतिः प्रत्यय मिलित्वा पदं भवति नामपदस्य कदा भवति प्रातिपदिकं सुप् प्रत्यय did you all actually talk about this sup pratyayas and pratipadikam
No, we didn't.
you haven't talked about it
We
okay
haven't got into it. No.
Okay. So basically the way I would ask, I'll try to not completely go into the Sanskritam or try to see if we can just discuss this. So just take any padam. It is combined with, it is a combination of Prakriti and Pratyaya. The easiest way to understand is we can go into a Kriya Padam, for example. You have Dhatu, Kriya Padam, that its main word is called Dhatu. And you add a pratyaya, for example, for lang lakara, you add a ting pratyaya. For example, you have done pathati. I think you are familiar with the action word called pathati. There what happens is the dhatu is pat dhatu. Pat dhatu. You add ting pratyaya to it and it becomes pathati. Right? That's just one simple example. Namapadam, if you take, then you have Pratipadikam, and for that you add a sup pratyaya. Okay, so that's just understand these are the, I would say, core rules of your how your Namapadam and Kriyapadam are put together. So, for Prakriti and Prakritihi Pratyayaha cha Pruthak Rupena Upayoktum na Shakyate. For example, you cannot say Pat itself, you cannot go and use in something. It has to be Pathati. Same thing, Rama Shabdaha, for example, Akaranta Pullingaha Rama Shabdaha. Right? But Padam, when you use it, it becomes Ramaha. Right? So you are adding aha to that. That is the pratyaya. It becomes prathama vibhakti ekavachana Ramaha. Okay. So in Sambodhana, Rama word will come. That itself, by itself you are using, but that is a Sambodhana. So understand that Prakriti, Pratyaya, Prithak Rupena you cannot use. Okay. So Namapadam ityukte, what are the kati gunaha santi? For example, you have Namapadaha Swarantaha Vyanjanantaha. What is it that you are familiar with a Namapada? When I say Swarantaha. Aham Vismitavati. I forgot that young boy's name. Pavitra Bhagni.
Shri Krishna Iyengarah.
Shri Krishna. Okay, aham Vismitavati.
संस्कृते वक्तुम् अहं मम फुल् नेम् संस्कृते श्रीकृष्णः अय्यङ्गारः इति न आगच्छति खलु, अतः श्रीकृष्णः अय्यङ्गारः इति अहं वदामि.
Okay, बहु सम्यक्. श्रीकृष्ण अय्यङ्गारः. कथमस्ति?
अहं सम्यक् अस्मि. भवती कथमस्ति?
अहमपि सम्यक् अस्मि. भवान् आगच्छति खलु, तथा एव अहं सम्यक् अस्मि. You can try helping me, okay? अहं पृच्छामि.
धन्यवादः आचार्य.
Okay, so नामपदस्य गुणाः के आगच्छति? अन्तः स्वरान्तः क्या इत्युक्ते किम् जानाति वा?
अहं रील् किमिति न जानामि, किन्तु अहं गेस् कर्तुं शक्नोमि. अहं चिन्तयामि स्वरः इत्युक्ते इतः स्वरः, अन्तः इत्युक्ते लास्. सो स्वरः अन्ते आगच्छति, तत् स्वरान्तः. व्यञ्जनः अन्ते आगच्छति चेत् व्यञ्जनान्तः.
बहु सम्यक्. सो फार् एक्साम्पल् रामः इत्युक्ते रामपदं राम plus akaranta is ending. Lata ityukte a ending. Akaranta shabdaha. So that is the antaha. So
Swaranta.
namapadasya gunaha, how do you find out? We'll take pavitra. That is akaranta strilingaha. Lakshmi ikaranta strilingaha. Venkataha akarant pullingaha. And that is the antaha. Then pradipadikam. Pradipadikam ityukte, we just looked at the previous one. What is the moola shabdaha of that namapada? Moola shabdaha. Rama akaranta pullingaha Rama shabdaha, for example. Right? It's not Lakshmi shabdaha, but akaranta pullinga Rama shabdaha akaranta. Right? That is pratipadikam. Then lingam. You have to look at the lingam. We talked about this. Pullingam va, strilingam va, napumsakalingam va. That is these are all the characteristics when you say guna of your namapadam. These are all the things that you will be discussing and also explaining. Vachanam. Ekavachanam va, dvivachanam va, bahuvachanam va. Samskrita bhashayam ekameva dvivachanam asti. I have not seen in any other anya kopi bhashayam dvivachanam nasti. You too go there. There is no actual one word that describes like Rama Lakshmanau. That's, you already know that is dvau, right? Dvau, two, right? All of those only mostly comes in Sanskritam. So ekavachanam, dvivachanam, bahuvachanam. Vibhaktihi. Vibhaktihi ityukte prathama vibhakti, dvitiya vibhakti, tritiya vibhakti. What is the vibhakti? Actually, sapta vibhaktayaha asti plus sambodhana. Vibhakti ityukte कोऽपि जानाति वा? वदतु श्रीकृष्ण.
विभक्तिः इत्युक्ते लैक् एकं पदमस्ति इति वयं वदामः खलु. एकं पदस्य शब्दे तत् शब्दमस्ति खलु. तत् शब्दे डिफ्रेण्ट् एकं द्वे वदामः चेत् डिफ्रेण्ट् मीनिङ्ग् भवति. यथा प्रथमामध्ये चेत् नार्मल्, द्वितीयमध्ये तत् शब्दः आब्जेक्ट् भवति. एवं डिफ्रेण्ट् थिङ्ग् ईच् विभक्तिः अस्ति. सम्बोधनं केवलं यदा प्रथमा विभक्तिः अस्ति तथा एव अस्ति, किन्तु सः यत् शब्दः वयं वदामः तद् बहुदूरमस्ति चेत् तदा एव वयं सम्बोधनं यूस् कुर्मः. अतः तत् विभक्तिः नास्ति.
ओके. विभक्ति इत्युक्ते आङ्ग्लभाषायां बुक् इस् आन् द टेबल् अस्ति खलु. You've got all those additional words that go with it. Parantu Samskrita bhashayam vrikshe asti. It's on the tree. It vrikshat patati. Vrikshaha shabdaha asti. Vrikshaha ityukte tree. Okay. Vrikshat parnam patati. Simplest example, right? Parnam is a leaf, patati falls. Vrikshat parnam patati. The tree falls from the leaf falls from the tree. So, in Sanskritam, that padam eva anuvartanam bhavati. Padasya parivartanam bhavati. To make the meaning of that, whatever we are trying to talk about. Simplest example, right? Vrikshat, from that tree, leaf falls. So always remember that. That is the easiest. How do you explain vibhakti? That is the, right? Ramat, Rame, Chittalaya Sadabhavatu. Everyone knows that Rame, Chittalaya Sadabhavatu. So Rame, on Rama, I have all this, my bhakti on him, right? Simple examples. That is vibhakti. Sapta vibhaktayaha asti plus sambodhana. Okay. Now, then we have kriya padasya gunaha. Kriya padasya gunaha ityukte, there is dhatuhu. We talked about the dhatu, pat dhatuhu. right? And then Purushaha, Vachanam, Lakaraha. All of these you have to remember. It's very easy as you use them. Agre, as you're using them, you will get it. Dhatu ityukte pat dhatu, has dhatu, gam dhatu, lik dhatu. It is not patha, hasa, gama. No, halanta aksharani. Okay, you must remember that they are all halanta aksharani. So tatra purushaha asti. Purushaha ityukte prathama purushaha, madhyama purusha, uttama purusha. Uttama purusha is always I. As you can notice in Sanskritam, uttama purusha is always I. Exactly. Madhyama purusha ityukte tvam, you is used as for madhyama purusha. Prathama purusha is everybody else. Saha, sa, all of those. Okay, that is prathama. In the order prathama, madhyama, uttama purusha is how written on a table. Okay, then vachanam. Vachanam ityukte, just like how we have talked about Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha. You've seen those, all of those, right? When we were doing some of the previous learnings. Ekavachanam Ramaha, Dvivachanam Ramaha, Ramau, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam Ramaha. Right? Same like that. Pathati, Pathataha, Pathanti. Ramaha Pathati. Ramaha, Ramau, Pathati, Pathataha. Ramaha Pathanti. So you have to combine your vachana of your nama, namapadam with your kriyapadam. It will come later. If there are many examples, bahuni vachana examples and asti, we will practice. But I just wanted to give you some example of what that is before we go further. So lakaraha ityukte kim dasha lakaraha santi. What are the lakaraha? Lakaraha will define, will go further. Agre gachami, next slide it is there. Lat lakara, lang lakara. These are the most common ones we will be studying actually in this class. Lat, lang, lut, lot, vidhiling lakaraha. Pathatu is like a vidhiling, agnya prerna. Vidhiling is called, but we will agre gatva pashyam. Okay, lakaraha परिचयः. लकाराः क्रियायाः कालः प्रकारः द्योतयन्ति. Okay, कालः इत्युक्ते किं? वर्तमानकालः, भूतकालः, भविष्यत् आगामि समये किं भवति इति अहं न जानामि. भविष्यत् कालः, right? All of those are the कालः. प्रकारः इत्युक्ते it's almost like bhavavachak. It will also, one very interesting fact about all these kriya shabdas is you can actually talk about the mood of the action. There is a lot of expression is also there in writing this Sanskrit. I think that's why a lot of people actually fall in love with it. So lakaras denote the tense and mood of the action. Action is the kriya shabda. So tense or time of action is present, past, future is what we are learning right now. Kala vachakaha. Then bhava vachakaha, which is the mood of the action. For example, Shri Krishnaha pathatu. Ityukte Shri Krishnaha.
Shri Krishna Ayyangarah patatu.
Shri Krishna Ayyangarah patatu. Ityukte prerna. I am asking him. Aham prichhami.
Yes, Shri Krishna Ayyangarah read, that means, right?
Read. Kripaya patatu. Shri Krishna Ayyangarah patatu. Ityukte kim?
तत् मध्ये वाಯ್स् मीनिङ्ग् स्वीकरोतु. करोति अनन्तरं वर्ड्स् अपि किञ्चित् चेञ्ज् भवति चेत् अपि गच्छति. श्रीकृष्ण अय्यङ्गारः पठतु इत्युक्ते आर्डर् ददामः. आर्डर् इति अर्थः. अनन्तरं श्रीकृष्ण अय्यङ्गारः पठतु. तत्इत्युक्ते पृच्छति अनन्तरं श्रीकृष्ण अय्यङ्गारः कृपया पठतु. तत् sense न करोति किमर्थं चेत् यदा वयम् आङ्ग्री भवामः कृपया न यूस् कुर्मः खलु
Bahu ati uttamam, exactly. So there is a very nice shloka which I tried memorizing, and I'm going to be very honest. I get very confused. 2 years I've tried very hard. Bhavan bhavati memorize kartum shaknoti chet krupaya karotu. Lang vartamane, ling vede, bhute, lung, lang, lits tatha, विद्याशेषोस्तु लिंग लोटौ लुंग लुटौ लुंग भविष्यति. So it kind of like says everything in one shloka. In your book, I don't know if you have your Pravesha book. They have actually given a breakdown of this and nicely explained it. If you like to memorize it, please do. Otherwise, just go back and look at it and you'll know. So what are we learning right now? Adyatana, which is the lat lakara vartamana kalaha. Okay, and then bhavishyat kalaha, you have up to 24 hours, that is the lut lakara. Anadyatana bhavishyat kalaha is the lut lakara. And then if you go to bhuta kalaha, you have your lang lakara. And then before that will be paroksha, will be lit lakara. You won't be using any of these as much from what my experience is. You'll mostly, then you also have the vidhilinga and the ashirlinga. Okay, vidhilinga is definitely used, which is what I was talking about. Agnya prerana, pathatu, karotu, all of those. We'll be using those for sure. Vartamana kala, bhavishyat kala, and bhuta kala. Agre gachama. Again, there's a lot of description in all of this, how these grammatically these are divided. There is your now, Vartamana Kala, Latlakara, after now, which is apparently 24 hours. I've not understood how that Samanya Bhavishyat Kala, Anadyatana Bhavishyat Kala all comes together. The easiest for me was, I know what is Lat, I know Lang, I know I'll memorize them and know how to use them, start using them, then everything falls into place. Okay? Agre Gachamaha, we will start learning the Lat Lakara. Lat Lakara, before we learn what Mahodaya had written here is Sarvanama Shabdaha. So, in Sarvanama Shabdaha, Tad Shabdaha. You are familiar with this Tad Shabdaha? We have learned this, right? Saha, Tau, Te. We have learned this. I don't know if you have done this or not, right? Saha. Saha is 1, Tau is 2, Te is many, more than 2, correct? So in the same thing, in the same Prathama, you will see Bhavan also. Even though Bhavan is, I am referring to you as Bhavan, we will still consider that as Prathama only. Prathama Purusha. When I say Prathama, please, okay, the box shows, thank you. Prathama Purusha only. So Bhavan, Bhavantau, Bhavantaha. All that is Prathama Purusha only. Okay, same thing. If you go to Strilinga, Sa, Te, Taha. Ekavachanam, Bahuvachanam, Divivachanam, Bahuvachanam. Bhavati, Bhavatyau, Bhavatyaha. Okay. So I would say Bhavati is one person, Bhavatyo is 2, you 2, Bhavatyo, then Bhavatyaha, 3, more than 2, I'm sorry, Bhav more than 2, right? Then there is the Tat, Bhavan, Pruchadu, Mahoday. Unmute, just say unmuted, it's okay.
Where does etat come? Etat.
So etat, yeah, that's where it's coming. The third one is the Napunsakalinga. So I want to just, I'm glad you asked that question. Just let me show you a couple of examples. So that's also Prathama Purusha. Tat, te, tani, right? So the question you asked is interesting. I would like to ask you that question. Etat and tat, what is the difference? I'll explain to you. I'll show you this.
Distance,
Tat,
right?
okay? Tat.
Near and far. Okay. Near and far.
So in the same one, that Prathama Purusha Saha, I would say Eshaha Saha. Esha, sa. Okay, so that's a very good question. I'll tell you why. Because we'll easily get confused. I would say if you're writing, you're making your own notes. Tatra eva likhatu. Just under that, above the saha in your notebooks, if you're printing or writing, there itself you write eshaha, etau, ete. Correct? Esha, ete, etaha, etat, ete, etani. Then a lot more tables will come in the future, but this basic stuff will be right in front of your eyes. And as more and more you see it and use it, you'll be able to remember it. So for me, like I tell you, for me, it's always visual, right? That's the only way I'm remembering. I'll just look at it and go, okay, how do I put this in a perspective that I understand, right? Okay. Then, so that is the tad shabdaha. Saha taute and bhavan is again, that's a different one. Yushmad shabdaha is the madhyama purusha, which is tvam, you, yuvam, you two, yam, you all. When I ask all of you to do it, then we use yam. When I only ask two people to do it, I said yuvam karotu, for example. Right? And then there is the asmad shabdaha, which is the uttama purusha. Aham, I, avam, we two, and vayam, we all. What you will notice is when they ask you for the translation, usually they will denote that. We all, they say, or we two, they say, and all that. Based on that, you have to remember which one you are using. Aham, avam, or vayam, or tvam, yuam, or yum, or any of those. Okay? Agre gacchamaha? Prashnaha santi va?
Ekam
Am
prashna.
Mahoday.
So when do you use mama or you say
So,
aham?
very good. So, aham is prathama vibhakti ekvachana. We talked about vachanas, right? Mama is my. Mama is not me or
So it's not
I. Mama is my.
So it's not a kriya padam, something like
It
that.
is not a kriya padam. It's a vibhakti. Mama
Vibhak.
is a vibhakti, one of the
Okay.
bhakti of asmad shabdaha. Aham, avam, vayam, mam, ma, asman, now, aha. So, mama, vibhakti number, what is the number vibhakti? Shri Krishna. Mama vibhakti ka? I suddenly forgot. Mama? Aham, asmad shabdasya janati va? Aham, avam, vayam, mam, ma, asman, now. No? Mama?
No.
No.
Aham न जानामि.
Na janati. Janati, khalu, na?
न
Okay.
अहं केवलं सः तौ ते तं तौ तान् तेन ताभ्यां तैः तस्मै ताभ्यां तेभ्यः एतत् प्रथमपुरुषस्य तद् त्रीणि तद् शब्दान् जानामि तत् विभक्ति.
Okay. Shashti.
सर्वाणि विभक्ति.
Shashti vibhakti. So, it was something and I should remember this immediately because it's like Ramasya pustakam. Rama's book. Ramasya putraha. Janakasya putraha Ramaha. So, Mama pustakam. So, my book. So, that is the Mama. So, that is the Shashti vibhakti. So, when we talked about Sapta vibhaktayaha, somewhere in Mary, I'll just go quickly there. Remember, we talked about this vibhakti, Sapta vibhaktayaha. In the Shashti vibhakti, Prathama will be Mama for Asmad Shabdaha. Okay? So, Agre Gachama? Okay. So, Tatra Vartamana Kale Lat Lakaraha. So, remember, you will remember Vartamana Kala, but it's also important to remember it as Lat Lakaraha. Okay? So, Pat Dhatuhu, Ekavachanam, Prathama Purushaha, Pathati. Please remember, you should, sometimes it's easy to confuse the Prathama with your Prathama Vibhakti and say Prathama Vibhakti Pathati. It is Prathama Purushaha in Dhatuhu. Okay? Prathama Purushaha Pathati. Then it is Dvivachanam Pathataha. Bahuvachanam Pathanti. Remember that tha has to be coming out very strongly. It is the Mahaprana. The second ta, not the Patati. It has to be Pathati. Because as you can see in the next one, Pathasi, Pathatha, Pathatha, Pathami, Pathavaha, Pathamaha. So, I will stress this again many times. In other lakaras, that Pathataha will become, some of them will use as Patata, regular, the first ta. So, if you are not careful about learning that Mahaprana the right way from the beginning, you will get confused between was this that lakara or this lakara. Okay, this is the most easiest first one. Always Vartamana Kala is the easiest. So please memorize this. This is the only way to do it is memorization and using as many dhatus as possible. My cheat sheet is always, I go write down Patati for all the Pat dhatu types and I'll just keep it with me and see, okay, it's the same thing. Okay, likhati, likhata, likhanti, likhasi, likhataha, likhata, like that. Likhami, likhavaha, likhamaha. Okay, and that ashtadhyayi.com has been given as a link. Usually, if you type in there the dhatu name, it automatically gives you all the lakaras in there. Okay, so the other thing we talked about in dhatu plus ting pratyaya. If you remember in the previous slides, I talked about. Let me just go back quickly and show you. Okay, right there. Kriyapadam, right there. Dhatuhu plus ting pratyaya. We talked about it, right? So if I go back to my table here, you have Prathama Ati, Ataha, Anti, Asi, Athaha, Atha, Ami, Avaha, Amaha. You are going to be adding these to Pat. Pat, th with a halanta. So pat plus a becomes patha and then ti, pathati. That's how these come together. Okay? Agre gacchamaha? Prashnaha santi va? No? Yes. Okay, so now we're talking about some of these Kriyapada Upayojanasya Niyamaha. How do you do this? Right? So Kriyapadam conjugates differently depending on Purusha and Vachanam, as you can see. Correct? We talked about Prathama Purusha, Pathati. Prathama Purusha, Ekavachanam, Pathati. Prathama Purusha, Dvivachanam, Pathati, Pathataha, right? And Bahuvachanam, Pathanti. So it depends, difference differs based on Purusha and Vachanam. Purusha we talked about, Madhyama Purusha, Uttama Purusha. Pathami for Uttama Purusha. Aham Pathami. Okay. Tvam Pathasi. That's how it changes. Saha Pathati. Okay. These are the things to be aware of. It will come in the next ones. We have a lot of exercises that we're going to go through. So Kriya Padam in Madhyama Purusha, sorry, there is an error there. Madhya it says. Madhyama Purusha should be used only with Yushmat Shabda. So Yushmat is the Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam. So the Shabda is Yushmat, but when we write the Prathama Vibhakti, it is Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam. We cannot say it is the Tvam Shabda. Okay? And same thing in Kriya Padam in Uttama Purusha is only used with Asmad Shabdaha. Asmad Shabdaha, Prathama Vibhakti is Aham, Avam, Vayam. Whenever someone says Aham, you should remember it is Asmad Shabdaha. Okay? In all other cases, Kriya Padam in Prathama Purusha should be used. All right. Kriya Padam, now this is very important. Kriya Padam is independent of the linga, whether it is a Strilinga, Pullinga or Napunsakalinga. No, it does not matter at all. Saha patati, sa patati, tat patati, if there is a tat. Right? So, for example, it's the same thing, right? She reads or he reads or same thing. Absolutely. Right? The verb forms are common for all three lingas. Is it linga? Okay. Okay, what is this one? My screen is blocking. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, abhyasaha, very good. So we'll go same order. If you want to use your first name or last name, whichever you're used to, whatever order you're used to. You have any order of going in? No order. Then you do. Okay, we'll just go. Pavitra ji, Shivani, Venkat, P, S, and V. And we'll also Shri Krishna Vaktum Ichchati va? Okay, all right, very good.
Amaham
So we'll
ichchami.
also, okay, so Pavitra, we will do Shri Krishna in the last. Pavitra Bhagini will do one. Shibani Bhagini will do second. Venkat Mahodaya third. Then we'll give Shri Krishna chance 4 because he's an expert. So, Tatra Angla-bhashayam ekam vakyam asti. Rama is eating fruits. So, ekam we will take and we will translate.
रामः फलं खादति
Okay. Phalam ityukte ekam eva. Tatra fruit asti va?
रामः फलानि खादति
Khadati. Very good. So, your dhatu is dependent upon your karta, Rama. Right? Rama khadati. Rama kaha khadati? Ramah khadati. Ramah kim khadati?
फलानि खादन्ति खादति फलानि खादति
Khadati. Very good. Now next one, Shibani Bhagini.
Rama or Ram?
Rama and Lakshmana are going to forest.
Are going to forest. Rama, Lakshmana going to forest. Gacchati.
Gacchati. So Gacchati. So remember this.
Gacchataha.
Very good.
Gacchataha. Forest. Vanam. Ramaha Lakshmanau cha gacchataha vanani gacchataha.
Vanam, forest.
Vanam
is fine.
Vanam.
Okay. So you cannot say Ramaha. It is Rama and Lakshmana. So it is Rama Lakshmanau. It's one word. Rama. That is where the Dvivachanam comes. Rama Lakshmanau. Vanam Gacchati. You can put, that is the beauty of Sanskritam. It can be in any order, it will still make sense. Okay? Rama Lakshmano Vanam Gacchati. Okay. Gacchati, Gacchataha. Sorry, Gacchataha.
Gacchataha.
Okay. Gacchataha.
एकः प्रश्नः आचार्य in that if we say Ramah Lakshmanah, if we make them as ekavach pratama, then also Gacchataha will be coming.
So Ramah Lakshmanah cha Vanam Gacchataha.
Because it is two.
Yeah. I have to actually check that. Hold on. Ramah Lakshmanah cha Vanam Gacchati. I think it will still be Gacchataha. Two people, no? Two people are going. I will check again and actually check. That's a good question. WhatsApp group made. I'll put it in there. Okay. Mahadev, Venkat Mahadev.
Bhaktaha Guru Namaskar Karoti Karanti.
You can do Namaskaram. So you first you start with Prathama Purusha. Figure out what is the Prathama Purusha.
Namaskaroti.
Karoti. So that is where a little bit difference with the Karoti and Patati is again Karoti is a Visheshana different. We gave you a little difficult one. Okay. Sashtanga namaskaram karoti. Karoti
Karoti.
is so bhaktaha. Again, that's why prostrating. Maybe he was looking for a one single word. Maybe that's why he must have given that. Let me check.
Vandanam.
Vandati. You can do Vandati also. Vandati.
Vandati.
Vandate. Okay.
Vandanti.
Vandati
Vandanti.
also.
So it become
Vandanti. Pranamami. So pranamam also is there. Pranati. There is
Bhaktaha.
also pranati. Pranama. Okay.
Bhaktaha Guru Pranoti.
Gurum. Gurum.
Gurum Prananti.
Gurum. Pranama is the word I see here. So what would be
Pranamanti.
Pranamanti. Good. Very good. Okay. Sri Krishna, vadatu.
You are writing a story. Tvam katam likasi. And also in I have to tell something. In my dream, Rama told everyone is only sending me to forest. I want to go to a playground one day. So if I was a person who put in this, I would put Rama Lakshmana. I mean, Rama and Lakshmana are going to playground. So in Sanskrit it should be Rama Lakshmana cha Kridangadam Gachatah.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Pavitra Bhagini.
You two are reading a book.
Reading books.
Krishna, please. Yuvam pustakani patatha.
Patasi, patatha. Right? Second one. Right? Table. Second one. Literally in the middle. Very good. Samyak. Shibani Mahadev.
You all remember Ramayana. Remember.
So remember, you know the word?
No, I'm trying to recollect.
Smridhatu. Smarati.
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 So you all means
what Purusha is that? What Purusha is that? So when you say you all, what Purusha is that? Is it Prathama, Madhyama or Uttama?
Prathama.
Prathama is the first one. But you know, this is the you. Yushmat Shabdaha. So it is the Madhyama.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
You. So Madhyama.
So you all. Madhyama. So you all is Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam or Bahuvachanam.
Bahuvachanam.
Very good. So which one will it be? Very good. Yum.
Ramayanam. Smaranti.
So is it Smaranti? Which in the table?
Smaratha.
Very good. Smarasi, Smaratha, Smaratha. Very good. Uttama. Smaratha. Mahode.
I play in the playground in the morning. Aham.
The play is?
Play Krida. Aham Kridati will be coming.
Kridati is the Prathama.
Uttama Purusha, sir. Kridami. Aham Kridami. Aham will be me. Aham Kridami.
Kridami. Very good. Putra Kridami.
Aham
Just now he told us actually.
I need Sri Krishna's help.
No, he just now told us where he will send Rama Lakshmana. Kridanganam.
Aham Kridanganam.
So there is a trick there. There is you have not learned this yet. The trick is in the playground. So Kridangane.
Aham Kridangane.
Kridami.
But in the morning.
Kada Kridami. When am I planning to? When do I play? In the sentence it says in the morning. Kada kridami, kada is when? Kada kridami
Kada
in the
kridami.
morning. Same thing. When I say kridangane pratah kale.
Pratah kale. Oh, I was going to say prabhate. Is that okay?
Prabhate. Okay, very good. Prabhate or
Aham
Sanskritam is very good.
aham prabhate
Hmm.
क्रीडाङ्गणे
Hmm.
क्रीडामि.
क्रीडामि. बहु सम्यक्. Okay. Next one. Shri Krishna.
We two are coming. Avam agachavah. And here look, in the English, we two are coming. But in Sanskritam, avam agachavah, just two words.
Choose two words. Samyak.
Yes.
Very good.
So,
Okay. Next one.
We all speak Sanskritam. Vayam Sanskritam vadavah.
vadamaha.
We all. Third one.
Vadamaha.
Bahuvachanam asti khalu?
Vadamaha.
So I hope everyone is writing this down, or will always be recording. But so we all speak some Sanskrit. Vayam Sanskritam vadamaha. Okay. Any questions? So from here, you already know that so many sentences you can actually make it. Keep it as simple as possible whenever you're trying to make sentences or speak sentences. Okay. Okay. Now we are moving on to lang lakara. So lang lakara ityukte, that is going into your bhutakalam suchayati. Lang lakarah. Purushah एवमेव प्रथमपुरुषः मध्यमपुरुषः उत्तमपुरुषः वचनम् एकवचनं द्विवचनं बहुवचनं सर्वं same right. Now let's look at some examples, right. बालकः पठति बालिका पठति, right. Now if you talk about bhutakalah past tense, balakah apathat. So just listen for now. When we get to the table, you will be able to start writing down and make your own notes. Okay. Balika apathat. Okay. Mitram apathat. So there is no linga sambandha. There is no change depending on the lingam of that padam. Right. Chhatra likhati. Chhatraha likhati. Mitram alikhat. That is the bhutakalaha. Balakaha asti. Now remember, this is there. Asti is there. That's the meaning. Right? Balakaha asti. Boy is there. Balakaha asit. Balakaha asit. He was there. It's a past tense. Almost bhutakalaha. Okay? So same thing. Saha asit. Sa asit. Tat asit. Saha asti. Which is your vartamana kalaha. Okay? All right. So they have put a comparison next to each other to show you Vartamana Kalaha Lat Lakaraha. Or usually people ask, we're only saying write it in Lat Lakara. So you will have to remember whether it is Vartamana or Lang is Bhuta Kalaha and all that. Okay. Start making a table already in a notebook. That's what I missed not doing. And I kind of regret it right now. Then now I'm going on making all those notes. Well, as I'm learning, I wish I had built my vocabulary notebook and also my all of these vibhakti and the table of dhatu notebook. It would make it very, very easy. As you write it down, you'll remember faster. So, Vartamanakalaha lat lakara pathati, pathataha, pathanti, pathasi, pathataha, pathata. Uttama purushaha pathami, pathavaha, pathamaha. So, bhutakale langlakaraha is like this. Prathama purushaha ekavachanam apathat, apathatam, apathan. Okay. Apathaha, apathatam, apathata. See, there is that ta difference right there. Tha asti tatra, ta apathata. Apatham, apathava, apathama. Okay. Agre gachama. Now asti, right? This is the as dhatoho vartamana kalaha. As dhatoho bhutakalaha or langlakara bhutakalaha. Asti staha santi. Balakaha asti. Balakau staha. Balakaha santi. That's how the difference is. Okay? Balakaha asit. Balakau astam. Balakaha asan. Aham asmi. Avam swaha. Aham avam. Vayam smaha. Okay? That's the way slowly you build. And we have some examples in the future. So I'm going to take one. There are many slides here that we can read. So I'm going to ask each one of you to come off mute and come read. Lang lakaraha rupani prathama purushe ekavachane. You have the vartamana kalaha, which is your lat lakaraha, and then bhuta kalaha, which is your lang lakaraha. Okay. Here he has given you a very nice cheat guide to say how do you remember what it is. So remember always pat dhatu, pat the e, and then lung is add one a, and then pat the e goes away, a comes in the beginning. But I just remember it better as like I can actually memorize it and remember writing many times and use it many times, and it comes automatically. Okay. Kopi va vaktam ichchati va. Somebody come off mute and read.
Patati. Sorry, Shibani ji.
No, Mohoday, you go ahead.
Patati, apatatha,
Apatat. Not
apatat,
apatata. Is not a full ta. Apatat.
apatat. Likati, alikat. Somebody else can go.
No, can you finish? I'll give them a next. There's one more page.
Okay.
Many readings are there.
Khadati, akhadat. Pibati, apibat. Gachati, agachat. Vadati, avadat. Asti, asit. Bhavati, abhavat.
Okay. Any questions in meaning of any of these words? Familiar? All good? No? Good? Okay. As you more and more you use, you will also remember. Same thing now here. Lang lakaraha trishu avachaneshu prathama purushaha balakaha apathat balakau apathatam balakaha apathan. Someone take something else and try to do this. Another word.
Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna.
No, continue, please continue. Mahoday, continue. He'll do the next one.
Chatraha apatat. Chatrau apatatam. Chatraha apathan.
Okay. Another word. Agachatu, Shri Krishna.
Shri Krishna Iyengarah क्रीड धातुयाः किमस्ति तत्मध्ये श्रीकृष्ण अय्यङ्गारः क्रीडत् श्रीकृष्ण अक्रीडत् श्रीकृष्ण अय्यङ्गारः श्रीकृष्ण अय्यङ्गारौ
अस्ति वा
एकः एव
तत्र बहु द्विवचनं कदा भवति हाउ डस् इट् हैपन् कथं भवति नास्ति खलु सो नास्ति खलु श्रीकृष्ण अय्यङ्गारः द्वौ नास्ति खलु so say but you can try go on to do श्रीकृष्ण अय्यङ्गारौ
अक्रीडताम् श्रीकृष्ण अय्यङ्गाराः अक्रीडन्
वेरी गुड बहु सम्यक् ओके शिवानी छात्रा
Do you want me to read this?
Just read what we have and we can.
Yeah. छात्रा अलिखत्, छात्रे अलिखताम्, छात्राः अलिखन्।
अन्य पदम् उपयुज्य वदतु, अन्यधातु, अन्यपदं छात्रा instead of छात्रा
छात्रा
स्त्रीलिङ्गः
सीता अलिखत्, सीते अलिखताम्, सीताः अलिखन्.
सम्यक् सम्यक्. Now you can read this. I think you can do it half and Pavitra Bhagini can read half. So lang
अपठत्
lakarah prathama purushe lang lakarah.
लङ्लकारः प्रथमपुरुषे अपठत् अपठताम् अपठन् अलिखत् अलिखताम् अलिखन् अखादत् अखादताम् अखादन् अपिबत् अपिपदाम् अपिबताम् अपिबन्.
Okay, Pavitra Bhagini.
अगच्छत् अगच्छताम् अगच्छन् अवदत् अवदताम् अवदन् आसीत् आस्ताम् आसन् अभवत् अभवताम् अभवन्.
ओके, तत्र कानिचन पदानि सन्ति, संयुज्य वाक्यं वदतु. कोऽपि गच्छति वा? गोपी को श्रीकृष्णः एकवाक्यम्.
आशा
आचार्य
अर्चकः देवं नमति. एतत् किञ्चित् स्क्राबल्ड् अस्ति. किमर्थम् चेत् अर्चकः जलं गायति इम्पासिबल् भवति. गायिकः
एकमेव अर्चकः. which one did you say? Devam namati. Okay, Pavitra Bhagini.
It's written Devaha, it's written though, right?
So that is where you have to remember. So when it is who are we going to? So that takes the Dvitiya Vibhakti. So we'll have to change the Devaha to Devam Namati. Kim Namati? Who does he pray to? Devam. So that is the change. These are the learnings slowly coming. Okay. Gaika.
गायिका गीतं गायति.
Okay. So there it didn't change because the word Prathama Vibhakti is Geetam. In Dvitiya Vibhakti also Ekavachanam is Geetam. That's why you will not see the difference. Same with Jalam. That's going to be little bit of a tricky portion till you get to know what they are.
Acharya, are we just reading matching or vayam like bhutakala roopam api?
Bhutakalam api nasti. Tatra just match them and we'll go. Did you finish this before, by the way? Did you make these sentences? No. So let's make sentences. Then you will get to know the sentences. Then maybe you can change them to Bhutakalam also. Next, Shibani Mahad. Chhatrah. Gaika, Pavitra Bhagini. Chhatrah.
Chhatrah विद्यालयं गच्छति.
बहु सम्यक्. वेङ्कट महोदय.
भक्तः मन्त्रः मन्त्रं वदति.
वदति. बहु सम्यक्. पवित्रा भगिनी.
बालिका जलं बालिका क्रीडति.
महोदय प्रश्न अस्ति वा?
एकः प्रश्नः अस्ति. भक्तः एकवचनम् अल्वा?
एकवचनं भक्तः.
So then
अकारान्त पुल्लिङ्ग.
So mantrah will become mantram.
Mantrah is also one only.
What so we can use mantram or we said mantram. We could also say mantrah, right? Yeah.
Correct. No, mantraha is ekavachanam. So you are saying, okay, it's imagine this, right? When you're making a sentence, I had the same question and I'm smiling at that. So when I say mantram, it is not multiple mantras, it is the dvitiya vibhakti. Ramam namati. I bow to Rama. So that mantram, when it says dvitiya vibhakti, it becomes that item. It becomes the object. So what does the bhakta do? Mantram. He's speaking the mantram. So it becomes the object. So there is a little bit of a grammar there that you will learn in the future.
Dhanyavada.
That is the dvitiya vibhakti of mantraha. Mantraha is the prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. Ramaha mantraha iti. But when I say what is he chanting? Mantram. That's how it comes.
Dhanyavada.
Next, one more. One who is move on today. Pavitra Bhagni. Okay. Go Shri Krishna vadatu. Mahila.
महिला जलं पिबति.
Pibati. Samyak. Bhav samyak. Okay. So let's see. Do we have another one? Oh, okay. This is going to the next one. Madhyama Purusha. Langlakaraha. Did we do the Langlakara here? Okay, let's see, try making them, just use each one, take turns, change the Gayati to Bhutakalaha, Langlakaraha. We'll go from back to forward. Venkat Mahoday. Gayati.
Gayati.
Hmm.
Gayanti.
We said we
No.
will. Agayat. I'll give you
Agayat.
first one.
Agayat.
Agayat. So now you
Agayat.
do the next one.
Anamat.
Anamat. Very good. Shibani Bhagini.
महिला
Pibati. No,
जलम
just use the
अप
pibati. Only
ओके
change only
अपिबत
the
अपिबत
apibat. Bahu samyak. Okay. Do the next one also.
अक्रीडत
Akridat. Pavitra Bhagni next to.
Agachat avadat.
Avadat. Okay. Bahu samyak. So now we go to the next one. Langlakara Madhyama Purushe. Tvam pathasi. We have seen that, right? Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. Now the second one in Langlakara Bhutakale. Tvam apathaha. Yuvam apatatam. Yuyam apatata. Tvam likhasi. Tvam alikhaha. Yuvam alikhatam. Yuyam alikhata. So this is clear now how we use it using the tvam, yuam, yuyam. Okay. Agre gacchamaha. Tatra asti. Now you have the table with all your dhatu and also the ekavachanam, bahuvachanam and dvivachanam in the madhyama purusha. Okay. So let's just take two each and just quickly come off. Everyone stay off mute if it's okay, and then just come off mute and just go quickly two each. Pat dhatuhu apathaha apathatam apatata. So next person.
Lik alikaha. Alikhatam. Alikhat.
Alikhata.
Alikhata.
Talanta nasti. One more. Do one more.
Khad. Khad. Akhadaha. Akhadatam. Akhadata.
Next. Pavitra Bhagni.
Shivani Bhagini.
I think she dropped off, maybe probably error. When she comes back, we'll give her.
Pa apibha apibaha apibatam apibata. Gam agacchaha agacchatam agacchata.
Very good. Shivani Bhani from Avadaha.
अवदः अवदताम् अवदत्
No, Avadata.
आसीः अवदत
No, Avadata.
अवदत अस्धातु आसीः आस्तम्
Asihi. Asihi.
आसीः
Dirgha.
दीर्घ आसीः आस्तम् आस्त
Very good. Agre bhu dhatu api vadatu.
भू धातु अभवः अभवतम् अभवत्
Very good. Tatra, now we'll do the, now they have given tricked you there. And they have not given you the word. They have given only the dhatu rupa. So how many of you remember reading what the dhatu was in the previous one? Okay. Shri Krishna prathamam eva vadatu. Gau. Gau ityukte? Gau dhatu? Kim? Gau dhatu
Ga.
te ga.
अहं नम दातुं वदामि वा?
Na. Gau dhatu eva. Nam dhatu vadatu.
गमिष्यति वा?
Na, we're doing lang lakara. Gachati.
अगच्छत्.
Gachat.
त्वं வரும்போது
त्वं विद्यालयम् अगच्छत्.
Very good. Agachat.
अगच्छ तः वा?
Agachat. So, we go back to the table. We just did that.
Agachatam.
Agachaha.
अगच्छः.
So, write this down. One of them you can read napataha, apathatam, apathata. You would write that down on some place somewhere. Now we will go back here to tvam. So, tvam, what was the word? Vidyalayam. Agachaha. Sorry, agachaha. Because it came as tvam. Okay. Now, next one. Pavitra Bhagni. Jalam.
त्वं जलम् अपिबः
Apibaha. Rasva. Okay. Mahoday. Ashibani. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Tvam devaha
Devam.
avadaha.
Avadaha. Very good. Vad dhatu. Vadati. Avadaha. Mahoday.
So meaning the person speaking to the god?
To know. So,
Spoke to
yes.
the god?
Spoke.
Spoke
Past
to the
tense.
god.
Bhutakala asti. Bhutakala. So, vadati. Tvam. Devam. Vadati. For example. Namati. So, ideally it should be namati.
Namati.
Right? Namati would be
Correct.
the actual word, not vadati.
Yes.
Right?
So
That's
it'll be
okay. I mean, as you can see.
Anamat. Then it'll be Anamat.
Anamaha.
Anamaha.
Okay. So, now the next one.
Tvam Geetam.
So,
Geetam.
gau is the dhatu. So, gayati. No, remember gayati. You have to remember.
Agavaha.
Agayaha. Gayati. Agayaha. Gayati tatra nasti. Agayaha. Gayati. Geetam gayati. Correct? Gayaha. So, or you can do the next one. That's where the word came.
Tvam mantram avadaha.
Avadaha. Okay. Now you speak, you spoke mantra, right? Or you said the mantra. Very good. So now moving on to the next one. Same thing. Aham. Which is your Uttama Purusha. Balakaha apathat. Aham apatham. Tvam apathaha. So, or the other way should be Balakaha apathat. Tvam apathaha. Aham apatham. Okay. Chhatra alikhat. Tvam alikhaha. Aham alikham. So that is your ekavachanam. Remember the table always as the 9 forms where you have your Pratama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, Uttama Purusha. Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam. Always remember in that line. Prathama, Madhyama, Uttama Purusha. So, Balakaha apathat. Tvam apathaha. Aham apatham. That's your ekavachanam. Okay? Chhatra alikhat. Aham alikha. Sorry. Chhatra alikhat. Tvam alikha. Aham alikham. Bhavan ya bhavati akhadat. Tvam akhadah. Aham akhadam. Mahadev, go on. Just come off mute. It's okay.
Yeah, so this is chatra.
Hmm.
So this is dvivachanam, is it?
Chano. Chatra is akaranta
Ek.
strilinga.
Oh,
Chatraha
Strilingam. Okay.
strilinga. Chatraha is
It's
akaranta
pullinga.
pullinga.
Pullinga. I was wondering why it's
Chatra
not aha.
akaranta strilinga. No, that's a good question. Easy enough to get confused. Very nice. Okay, moving on. Agre gacchamaha. Oh, sorry. Okay, correct. Same thing. Now it comes to full how to use your Uttama Purusha in terms of Lat Lakara, which is your Vartamana Kalaha. Aham Pathami, right? Pathami, Pathavaha, Pathamaha. That is your Lat Lakara. Now in your, is it Lang Lakara? Yes. Lang Lakara, which is your Bhuta Kalaha. Aham Apatham. Avam apatava, vayam apatama. Same another example. Aham likhami. Then becomes aham alikham, avam alikhava, vayam alikhama. Okay. So now we'll do reading again one more time with the ekavachanam, dvivachanam further. Just go quickly to two people, one person go two and quickly go around one full round.
Apatham, apatava, apatama, alikam, alikhava, alikhama.
Someone come off mute again.
Akadam.
Accurately.
Yeah.
Akadam, akadav, akadama, apibam, apibav, apibama.
Very good. Shivani Mut.
Agacham, agachava, agachama, avadam, avadava, avadama.
Very good. One more. Is there one
Asam,
more?
asva, asma, abhavam, abhava, abhama. Abhavama.
Abhavama.
Abhavava,
Correct?
abhavama.
Abhavava. Sorry. Abhavava. Abhavama. Okay. Now, moving on to this one. Abhyasaha lang lakare. So we had the same thing. We already did that. But now we are using the Uttama Purusha here. Don't forget, we did the Gayati, we change it to Agayat. Right? Apathat, Agayat. Now, Anamat. Now it is Aham. We just finished the Aham. Somewhere I hope you've written down. Apatham, Apatava, Apatama. So, Aham Jalam Pibati. Will it be Aham Jalam
Apibat.
Pibati?
Apibat.
Apibat. No.
Apibam, apibam,
Apibam.
apibam,
Apibam.
apibam.
Apibam. So remember that apatham, apibam. Ekavachanam for the Uttama Purusha. So go on. Two more lines, Venkat Mahoday.
Aham Kridama.
Kridam.
Kridam. Akridam.
Kridam.
Akridam.
Akridam. Akridam. Very good.
Akridam.
Shibani Mahan.
Aham, devam,
She got the
anama,
same one. Very good.
anama,
Anamam.
anamam, anamam.
Anamam. Very good. One more.
Is it anamam or anamamam?
No. Anamam. Anama.
Anama.
Anama. And ti, that is your tidantam. Remember we are talking ting prachaya. Ti is replaced by m. Makara. Halanta makara.
Okay.
One more.
Aham, Geetam. Agayam.
Agayam. Okay. So, Pavitra Bhagini, finish.
Aham mantram avadam. Aham vidyalayam agacham.
Very good. Okay. Right? Moving on. Here we go. Oh, okay. So similar to that, there are all these abhyasaha. I hope you can write, take a book, write down all this. Lang rupani vadatu. So let's do with first. I hope you remember what these are. Pashyati, pashyati,
Apashyam.
pibati.
Apashyam. Apashyam.
Pashyati. The way first we
Pibati.
have to read what these are.
Meaning.
Pashyati, pibati, jigrati, likhati, vahati, flowing, gachati, pruchhati, namati, khadati, vadati, right? Rakshati, tishtati, spardhati, patati, hasanti. So now they have written there hasanti. Remember, all they're asking you is just that for that, all the Rupani you can say, then smaranti. Remember dhavati, all these. So let's do one of them each. Go on. Venkat Mahadev, you do first line, first 5.
Apashyat. Apashyam.
So does it say Uttama Purusha? It does not say
No,
Uttama
doesn't
Purusha.
say.
We will only
Doesn't say.
do the first only. We will do the Ekavachanam Prathama Purusha only.
Prathama Purusha
Apashyat.
only. Apashyat. Apibat. Ajigrat. Alikat. Abahat.
One more. Very nice. Shbani Mahadev.
Likhati is
From Gachati. From Gachati.
Gachat. Sorry. Agachat.
Agachat.
Agachat. Apruchat. Anamat. Akhadat.
One more.
Avadat.
Pavitra Bhagin.
Arakshat, atishtat, aspardhat, apatat.
Apatat. Do the last one. Pavitra Bhagini, do the Dhavati.
Adhavat.
Very good. Shri Krishna, hasanti smaranti vadatu.
Ahasat.
Hasanti asti khalu.
Ahas. Ahas.
What is it?
Ahas.
Enna
Tam. Ahas. Satam. Ahasatam. Ahasat. Asmarat.
Ahasatam. Ahasat. Ahasatam. Asahat. Ahasata. Correct?
Ahasata. Asmarata. Asmarata.
Asmarata. Excellent. Excellent.
And
Very
also,
good.
if we put a line between the and smarata, then it will be not remembering, right?
Okay, let me do one thing before we go. I want to make sure I have just noticed the time. We have 4 or 5 minutes left. We have one full story left. I can read the story quickly, but let's at least try this one. Would you like to try these or do these as homework? What would you prefer? Abhyasaha.
Maybe we can do as homework. I don't know. I guess.
Please.
That way we revise also once.
Yeah.
Correct,
it'll be good
exactly.
to
These
go
are all
back.
in past tense, so please do all these as homework as well. I hope you're submitting the homework. Even if you don't submit it, please do write, read as much as you can. It is very, very important. Right? It helps a lot actually. So let's go to the story. Aikyam eva balam. Aikyam eva balam. Only togetherness is your strength. Ekam vanam. Vane pancha dhenavaha vasanti sma. So if you remember, the sma has come. Right? So all of these are going to be in different lakaras. Okay. Ekam vanam. Vane pancha dhenavah vasanti sma. Anyone wants to read, or what is it normally? Someone of you is reading and explaining.
We just read two lines or three lines, like however you decide, Acharya, and then the person tries to convey the meaning that they have understood.
Okay, let's do the same thing. Pavitra Bhagini, just do the first 3 lines then.
Okay. Ekaha vanam.
Ekam vanam.
Ekam vanam. There one forest. Vane pancha denavaha vasanti sma. In that vanam, 5 cows were living. Taha sakyaha asan. Sakyaha.
Friends.
Oh, friends asan. They were friends. Next.
Continue.
सर्वकार्याणि अपि मिलित्वा एव कुर्वन्ति स्म मिलित्वा खादन्ति स्म अत्र वासं कुर्वन्ति स्म सो सर्वाणि कार्याणि मिलित्वा कुर्वन्ति स्म before they were doing all the works together and militva khadanti sma, they ate together, ekatra vasam kurvanti sma, they were living together.
Okay, next Shibani Bhagini. Asti va nasti va?
Ekatra vasam kurvanti sma. They all were staying together. Tasmat vyaghraha sivaha cha taha
Simhaha. Sorry, what did you? I didn't hear that.
Tasmat vyaghraha sivaha cha taha dhenuhu marayitum na shaknavantaha. Shaktavantaha. Because of that, tigers and lions cannot kill these dhenus.
Could not kill those dhenus.
Okay.
Taha. Two more lines. The next two.
Okay. Ekada dhenunam madhe kalaha jataha.
Kalaha. Visarga asti.
Kalaha jataha. Once there is difference or fight or arguments between fighting between those cows.
The cows.
Or dhenus. Shall I go ahead? Tasmat.
One more and then we'll give the next two. Mahoday.
Tasmat dhenavaha tasmin dine bhojanam anveshtum bhinna bhinna sthalani gatavatyah. Tasmat, then those dhenavaha, those cows, that day for their bhojanam went to
Anveshtum ityatre?
Is
searching. Searching.
Okay.
Searching. Anveshtum, to search.
Okay. Anveshtum. Bhojanam anveshtum.
Anveshanam, searching. Anveshtum, to search.
Okay. To search for their bhojanam went to different places.
Mahoday, Venkat Mahoday.
Ekaha vyagraha dhenunam vyavaharam pashyan asit. So one of Vyagram.
Vyagra?
Vyagraha, I don't understand what that is.
Tiger.
Okay, one tiger dhenuna. So
tiger,
it saw
tiger only, right? Tiger or the lion? Tiger only, yes.
Because we said Simha
is lion. Simha is lion. You're right. Simha is lion. Tiger is Vyagra. Yes.
So one tiger saw the cow Vyavaharam.
Mm.
Pashyan asit. Vyavaharam meaning?
Whatever they're doing, whatever is going on. Tatra vyavaharam asti
What?
khalu. What are these
What are
people
they doing?
doing?
Pashyati.
Whatever they were doing, that person. So Pashyan Asit, that Pashyan is something we're learning right now, which is very interesting. Pashyan Asit. Asit is there, right?
There.
Pashyan Asit was watching to like almost dekhti Hindi, if you were saying dekhti rehti hai, like that. Right? Pashyan Asit. Pashyati Asti. But Pashyan Asit is combined together.
Pashyan
Watching
asit.
and there, watching what's going on, right? We'll
Okay.
go to the next one. Go on, finish that. The first
Dhenunam.
one.
Dhenunam viyogam drishtva tasya santushta jataha. Dhenuna. So the cow.
Santushtaha jataha.
Santushta jataha. Dhenunam viyogam drishtva. So it
Separation.
saw
Separation. Viyogam, separation.
viyogam. Okay. Dhenuna viyogam. Okay. It was tasya santushta, got happy. Drishtva. So saw the separation and got happy. Became happy.
Seeing this, drishtva, seeing viyogam, tasya santushtaha jataha. That
The remaining cows,
he
other
became
cows.
happy. No, he
Dhenunam
became,
means?
Vyagraha became happy.
Oh, Vyagraha. Okay.
Vyagraha Pashyan Asid. Vyagraha was watching this. So
Okay,
Vyagraha
okay.
saw this and he became happy. Next.
So Viyogam ante? Viyogam?
Viyogam ante Dhenunam Viyogam, the separation between the Dhenus.
Okay, it got happy. Okay. Viyogam separation. Okay. Avasaram स्वीकृत्य सह व्याघ्रः पृथक् पृथक् प्रत्येकं धेनुं मारितवान्. So avasaram, it took the opportunity or quickly सह व्याघ्रं पृथक् पृथक् carefully.
Prithak is separately.
Separately.
Because they were all went in binna locations. So prithak, each one separately. Pratyekam is split as pratyekam. Each of the cow. Each cow maritavan. Killed.
It killed each one of them.
Next.
Khaditavan cha. Then it ate.
Also ate. Okay. So, anyone next?
यावत् पर्यन्तं धेनूनां मित्रत्वम् आसीत् तावत् पर्यन्तं तासां रक्षणम् अपि निश्चितम् आसीत्. यावत् पर्यन्तं till till Dhenunam, between them the friendship was there. Tavat, till that time, to the end of that time, paryantam, tasam rakshanam, they were safe. Api, rakshanam api, it was also nishchitam, like, I don't know.
Rakshanam was
assured.
Yeah, assured, exactly. Very nice. Okay. So next Shibani, we'll do two each next one. Parantu, Shibani.
Yeah. परन्तु यदा तासां मध्ये कलह जातः मरणम् अपि अनुसृतम्. परन्तु तासां, I think they
in between them, tasam.
In between them.
Those.
Okay. So
in between them, right? Tasam madhye, in between them.
But in between them there is a kalaha. Maranam api asrutam. I am not
Anusrutam.
don't understand anusrutam, but
followed.
Anusrutam. Okay. So that's the reason Maranam followed.
Exactly. Okay. Venkatmati.
Uktvam cha त्रेतायां मंत्र शक्तिश्च ज्ञान शक्तिः कृते युगे द्वापरे द्वापरे युद्ध शक्तिश्च संध्य शक्तिः कलौ युगे.
Sangha. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I can see it on the screen. I'm unable to. Okay, one more time. त्रेतायां
आयां
मन्त्रशक्तिश्च
मन्त्रशक्तिश्च ज्ञानशक्तिश्च कृते युगे. So in Treta Yuga,
ज्ञानशक्तिः कृते युगे
Shakti
और
कृते युगे,
ज्ञानशक्तिः कृते युगे.
ज्ञानकृतिः कृते युगे, द्वापरे युद्धशक्तिश्च संघशक्ति
संघशक्तिः.
शक्ति Kalau Yuge. So in
So
Kali
what it
Yuga you have
means is that
in Kali Yuga you have
Sanghashakti,
Sangha Shakti,
correct.
so meaning union or together.
Unity, exactly.
Unity.
Unity is what is Shakti. In Treta Yugam, it is the mantra, which is the strength. Jnanam is in the Krita Yugam.
Krita Yuga.
Dwapar Yuge is the Yuddham. As you are aware, there was all the Mahabharata Yuddha. Sangha Shakti Kalau Yuge. Kalau is Kali Yuga. In that is the Uktancha. It is said that this is what was said. So be careful and be following.
What does
Okay.
Uktam? What does Uktam mean?
Uktam cha meant it is said. So this
It
is
said
how it
so.
is said.
Uktam.
Like for example, you would say Uktam cha, right? It's been said like this. That's why like they say no, and that's why they say like this or something like that. When we say that is what is Uktam cha. So Tretayam mantra shaktischa. So there is again another sandhi shaktihi cha, another cha jnana shaktihi krita jnana shaktih krite yuge dwapare yuddha shaktischa sangha shaktih kalau yuge. Very nice one. Okay, we can end now. I think sorry about that. I took a few minutes extra. Apologize. I didn't have a good planning on that. There was a lot of information here, which is very important. Please memorize. Do all your homework, please, and good luck. Okay. Anyone does Acharya do the ending prayer, or one of you do it?
Shri
He does
Krishna
it.
ji.
Shri Krishna.
Yeah.
Shri Krishna कर्तुमिच्छति वा करोतु.
ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
Shri Krishna Pranamastu. Om Tat Sat. Very
कृष्णाय
good.
प्रणमस्तु
Sami and Shri Krishna. Dhanyavadah.
जय राम राम
Okay, let me see how I can stop the sharing now, if I can remember. Okay, here we go. Dhanyavadah, Sanjay. Thank you very much for joining the class.
राम राम
Ram Ram.
Ram Ram.
Thank you.
Ram Ram.
धन्यवाद.
Shubharatri. Punarmilama.
Shubhadina.